Okay, mabuting araw po sa ating lahat. I hope everyone's ready po para sa topic natin, which is the retirement benefit of the SSS. Okay, so first we have our definition. What is retirement benefit? It is a cash benefit paid to a member who can no longer work and has reached the age of 60 years old or 65 years old. So dito meron mapapansin na natin, based on the definition alone, if you're planning to file for your retirement benefit, especially if you've reached 60 years old, dapat you are no longer connected from work or hindi ka na working. Take note din na kaya nagbibigay ng assistance si SS in terms dun sa mga benefits na offer namin pag merong loss of income sa part ninyo. For example, hindi kayo kumita dahil kayo nagkasakit. That's why we'll be providing sickness benefit, maternity, disability, retirement, death and funeral, and unemployment benefit. So, since 60 years old is only an optional or voluntary retirement, up until 64 or prior 65, for you to qualify, dapat hindi ka na working or hindi ka na connected from company or employment or hindi ka na talaga working. Dapat meron ng loss of income sa part ninyo. And of course, you've also met other qualifying conditions will be presented later. Pero pag 65 years old, this is our compulsory or mandatory retirement. Kahit working ka pa, basta na-meet mo na din yung other qualifying conditions, you can already file for your retirement. Again, 60 years old is only an optional retirement for you guys. Okay? So, ano yung mga qualifying condition? In terms of contribution, I guess you're familiar with this one na. This one actually is highlighting for those future retirees natin to qualify for monthly pension. You must have at least 120 months contributions prior to semester of retirement. Okay, so yung sa semestering, siguro na naging familiar na kayo nun dun sa prior days natin if you've been attending this parang 5 days a week din talaga. Masugid kayong taga-sunod namin, taga-subaybay sa mga webinars namin. And siguro na familiar na kayo sa semestering natin. So you must have at least 120 months contribution prior to semester of retirement. And that is equivalent for like 10 years na contribution. And take note, that 120 months, it's not necessarily consecutive or talagang magkakasunod-sunod na 120 months. Accumulated 120 months prior to semester of retirement. If you'd secure this total number of months required, you will automatically be entitled for a monthly pension. Okay? Monthly pension yung magiging retirement benefit ninyo. If it's lower 120 months, you will still have or you can still file for retirement benefit but you will be entitled for a lump sum, yung one-time payment lang natin. So again, this 120 months na required na contribution, a total of our accumulated 120 months, kahit in between years, merong mga bungi-bungi po doon kasi hindi naiiwasan yung iba na pag nawala ng trabaho, syempre wala na ding other source of income, hindi makapag-voluntary, merong mga months na blanks talaga, walang contribution. And upon retirement, titignan naman natin kung ilan yung total na bilang. Again, hindi kailangan sunod-sunod. Basta merong 120 months prior to semester of retirement, you will be qualified for monthly pension. Other one, ito nga, age naman, sinabi na natin kanina, 60 years old is only an optional retirement, while 65 is our technical retirement. If you're planning to file for your retirement benefit, 60 years old to 64 or prior 65, you must not be connected from employment or work na. You are no longer working dapat. Okay? So, this only shows na hindi porkat nag 60 years old ka na automatic, you can claim for your retirement benefit. If you're still working from 60 to 64, hindi ka makakapag-file ng retirement benefit. Oh, how about naman, you might be asking, paano naman if we've reached 60 years old and we were during those time we were currently unemployed and we've filed for retirement benefit and we've been granted the monthly pension. So that would be the case. Pwede yung possible case yun. Kasi nga, the moment that you have applied for retirement benefit, you are no longer connected from work, diba? But after a year or a couple of years, at the age of 62, medyo nabore sa buhay kasi nga sobrang dynamic mo, sobrang active mo during your employment days. So parang nakita mo na kaya mo pa naman mag-work, you've still regained employment at the age of 62. In that case, mag-stop yung pension ninyo. Okay? Basta prior 65 again. Prior 65, you've regained your employment, though tumatanggap kayo ng pension, mag-stop yung pension ninyo, then magkakaroon pa rin kayo ng contributions. It will still be required for your employer to remit contributions for you up until mag-reach ka ng 65. So, mangyayari, makakapag-file ka na lang ulit ng retirement benefit kung tuloy-tuloy yung trabaho ninyo pag nag-reach na kayo ng 65 years old, and there will be a recomputation of pension. Kasi nga, may mga additional contributions na dagdag sa inyo. Okay, so if in case you've already been granted retirement benefit at the age of 60 years old, and then you've regained employment at the age of 62, for example, and then you continue working up until 65 years old, sa 62 years old, mag-stop yung pension, you will be reported by your employer, you will be paid contributions up until 65, and 65 years old, that's the time na mag-file ulit na kayo ng retirement, and there will be recomputation of pension kasi meron nga pong nadagdag na mga contributions sa inyo. Okay? Kasi pagdating sa technical retirement or the age of 65 years old, whether you're still working, whether you're still self-employed, wala nang question doon. You can file for your retirement benefit provided din na naka 120 months na kayo ng contribution. Okay? So I hope medyo clear kahit medyo mabilis yung discussion. If you want naman na medyo mas maaga yung retirement ninyo, kasi I can't wait for my 60 years old. Baka sabihin niyo ba? That's too far pa para ano. I've already filed for parang retirement package in my company as early as 50 years old kasi may mga ino-offer yung ibang employers na retirement packages, diba? If you've already met yung mga ganitong years of service sa company, you can file for the early retirement. May mga ganong cases, diba? So, pwede ba ako? Kasi retired na ako sa company at the age of 55 years old. Can I already file for my retirement benefit? And I don't plan to mag-work ulit. I don't plan to work again para dun sa para magkaroon pa ng additional contributions. Talagang stop na sa 65 years old. Hindi po possible yon. Still, ang earliest po natin for our regular members will be at the age of 60 years old. Not unless you're a mine worker, you've been a mine worker for at least 5 years, underground and surface mine workers, pwede kayong mag-retire earlier. It's 50 years old for an optional retirement, and your technical retirement is at the age of 65 years old. This is backed up by RA 10757, effective April 27 of 2016. So sila, ang mas maagang ang pwedeng mag-file ng retirement at the age of 50 years old. Pero dapat naging underground or surface mine worker ka for at least 5 years. Kung ayaw nyo naman po na yung nagbubungkal kayo ng lupa sa ilalim, yung medyo, kasi nga, bakit naman mas maaga yung kanila, diba? Bakit mas maaga? Kasi based on studies and dun sa law din, kaya binack up sila ng law na to dahil dun sa risk ng work nila. Diba? Based on studies kasi parang yung lifespan nila is mas maikse kumpara dun sa mga normal na natin na nag-work. Yung mga parang work, yung parang usual na employment status natin, yung mga ganun. So, mas maiksing lifespan nila. If ayaw nyo naman po nung nagbubungkal kayo ng lupa, we have another option for you. But this one, we don't have an optional retirement, diretso technical retirement. Basta kayo po ay yung hinete, racehorse jockey. This is backed up by RA 10789. Basing retirement date niyo is not earlier than, hindi mas maaga na May 24, 2016. So, May 24, 2016 onwards yung retirement date ninyo, and naging racehorse jockey din kayo for at least 5 years, I think. Pwede kayo file ng retirement, technical retirement, at the age of 55 years old. So, sorry. So, same reason kung bakit mas maaga yung kanila, same reason din sa mine worker. So, ito yung mga age natin, yung mga qualifying conditions in terms of contribution and age natin ng filing. Then, ano pa? Types of retirement benefit. Again, ito na medyo na pahagingan ko na kanina. We have two types of retirement benefit. We have monthly pension and lump sum. You will be qualified for monthly pension if you've reached 120 months at least na contribution prior to semester of retirement. And if it's less than that, 120 months, you can still file for your retirement benefit kaya yung lump sum amount yung makukuha niyo. Okay? So 120 months for monthly pension and less than, that's lump sum. Yung iba, we've heard stories or parang clarifications din na some of our members, especially yung mga voluntary members natin, parang yun yung aim lang din nila is makapag-reach ng 120 months, di ba? Okay lang naman po yun kasi that would secure yung idea na magka-qualify you for pension. But take note again, yung amount of pension ninyo will be dependent dun sa amount of benefit, number of months, and amount of contributions paid nyo sa amin. So kung kayo po ay nagbabayad din ng minimum contribution and na-meet lang ninyo yung minimum required to qualify for pension, uh, you can expect na medyo malaki din nga yung amount of benefit. You might be settling on the dun sa amount of minimum pension provided by the law. So, though pag employed ka naman, kasi kahit na-meet mo na yung 120 months, hindi naman po yun mag-stop, di ba? So, yun. Tuloy-tuloy lang din siya. Kasi employed ka naman. Continuous yan up until your retirement. So, again, yung 120 months na yun, hindi lang po dapat yun yung goal natin. If you are able and kaya naman natin, able, capable to continue paying your contribution, it is really much better to continue doing so. Kasi nga, magdidepende din yung amount of pension dun sa number of months and amount of contribution paid natin. Okay, so again, pag less than 120 months, lump sum yung makukuha ninyo. And there's this catch na pag kayo po, you might take note of this one. Kasi pag kayo po ay nag-avail ng retirement lump sum, or ito po yung qualified lang sa inyo, retirement lump sum, parang one-time payment lang po yan sa inyo. You won't be qualified for monthly pension. So parang one-time payment lang. So if you've availed of this retirement benefit lump sum amount, upon death of the member or yung pensioner natin, wala na po yung maging available na death benefit para dun sa surviving spouse or other beneficiaries niya. Kasi lump sum yung kinuha. Nakakapag-transfer lang tayo ng pension dun sa surviving spouse if the retiree pensioner was qualified for monthly pension din. Pero pag lump sum amount nun, after death ng pensioner, funeral benefit na lang po yung makukuha. Kasi parang nagkaroon ng withdrawal of contributions. Okay? So, ano pa? Dun sa 120 months, again, minimum required lang po siya. Kung kaya pong mas madami pa doon, that's better. Kasi nga, magdidepende yung amount of benefit dun sa amount of contributions paid ninyo. Date of retirement shall be, ito pa, we just have to elaborate. Date of separation from employment if already 60 to 64 years old. Kasi again, as we've mentioned earlier, pag 60 to 64 years old ka, dapat you're not connected na from work. So kung kailan yung date of separation ninyo, yun yung mag-effectivity ng retirement date din ninyo or filing din ninyo. Kung separated ka na from employment on your 60th birthday, pwede na kayong mag-file. Pero siguro wag na mismo doon sa 60th birthday kasi magsa-celebrate pa kayo nun, di ba? Pwedeng kinabukasan na kung walang mga hangover doon sa mga nag-celebrate. And ito, pwede naman na kayong mag-file nun. Okay? So, celebrate nyo muna yung 60th birthday, kinabukasan na lang or the following days para ma-maximize nyo yung celebration. Or 65th birthday regardless if employed or not. Kasi technical retirement na nga natin to. Diba? So, whether you're employed, self-employed, upon reaching 65 years old, if you've already contributed at least 120 months, pwede na kayo mag-file. Then, meron pa tayong sinasabi dito, months after the semester of 120th contributions. May mga cases kasi or instances na medyo late na naging member kay SSS. And upon reaching 65 years old, meron lang silang sabihin nating 100 months na contribution. So, hindi rin sila mag-qualify for pension. Diba? Technically. Kasi nga, required natin or need natin is 120 months na contribution. Pero kung ganito yung case, for example, you are already 65 years old and meron kayong 100 months na contribution, pinapayagan namin o pinapayagan ni SSS na mag-contribute ka hanggang makumpleto mo yung 120 months to qualify for pension. Okay? Pwede kang magtuloy ng contributions para ma-meet lang ninyo yung 120 months and mag-qualify kayo for pension, and after that, yung filing, kasi mas maganda yung pension kasi lifetime benefit po yun. Once you've qualified for pension, lifetime na po yun hanggang sa kunin na kayo ng liwanag. Huwag na po munang sumama agad para mas matagal nating ma-enjoy, diba? Mag-zumba muna, mag-participate dun sa mga pa-zumba ng barangay para maging healthy tayo and fit, kumain ng tama, ng maayos. Huwag munang lumabas ng bahay para hindi maging malagay sa sarili dun sa risk ng mahawaan ng COVID-19, diba? So, stay fit muna and healthy. Pero, yun nga, pwede ninyong ituloy kahit lagpas ng 65 years old. Makompleto nyo man yan at the age of 68 years old, okay lang. Kaya lang, mag-start lang yung pagbayad sa inyo ng pension at 68 years old kung kailan nyo nakompleto din yung 120 months to qualify for monthly pension. Okay? And then, nabanggit na natin kanina yung retirement pension and lump sum. May mga iba nagtatanong din, qualified ako for pension. I've already contributed like 120 months, at least, na contribution. Pero parang mas gusto ko na ano na lang, na lump sum na lang. Pwede ba yon? Na one-time payment na lang instead of monthly pension? Well, that is not possible. If you're qualified for monthly pension, you will automatically be qualified for monthly pension. Hindi ka na pwede mag-resort to lump sum na benefit. Okay, but you have an option to avail of the advance 18 months pension. Magkaiba po yun yung lump sum at saka advance 18 months. Others are mixing them up. Parang ang inisip nila, same lang idea. Nag-lump sum ako ng 18 months. Ang lump sum po na term natin is binibigay para dun sa mga hindi naka 120 months. Okay? So, ang pwede ninyo, pag kayo pa qualified for pension, is to avail of the advance 18 months pension. So, parang isang bagsakan din ibibigay yung 18 months worth of pension, and you will be receiving your monthly pension on the 19th month na. Okay? So, yun yung pwede ninyong option. There is a one-time option available na pan application doon sa form natin. If you want to avail of the advance 18 months, you just have to tick the box para dun sa yes. Then, kung hindi naman, then wala, hindi nyo ma-avail yung advance 18 months. One-time offer or option lang po yun na pan application ng retirement benefit. Okay, so I hope nakakasunod pa. Basic documents na required po natin is a retirement application form, which can also be downloaded. This is downloadable at our official website, www.ss.gov.ph. Pero as of now kasi, parang yung site natin is dedicated for SBWS pa lang. So, huwag na din po muna mag-rush kasi mahirap din naman pong lumabas, especially dun sa mga soon-to-be retirees natin na medyo mas higher yung risk ninyo or risk natin for COVID-19. So, wag na po munang lumabas. But once the site is up and running para dun sa lahat, all of our services na in-offer natin, you can have or you can download our yung retirement claim application form. Then, members photo and signature form. Then, presenting a SSID card or 2 valid IDs, at least one with photo. Certified true copy of birth certificate. This is actually not necessary naman. Pero mag-prepare na lang din kayo. Just in case may discrepancy dun sa name and sa record natin, at least dun mismo makakapag-submit na kayo for correction. Kasi yung iba, we have these cases na though hindi nakapag-verify noon, alam lang nila na meron silang contribution, and then the time comes na upon filing ng retirement, dun pa lang nalalaman na merong discrepancy yung names. So, pag ganun kasi, ayusin mo yung record before processing yung sa retirement. So, better for us na ngayon na medyo mas may easy access na tayo dun sa information. We have our SS mobile app, our website, kung maging okay na dun siya, available yung services to all, please do register and monitor your record. It is part also of your responsibility as a member para as early as now, if in case you've noticed some discrepancies and merong mga correction ng records, you can have it corrected ng mas maaga para less hassle na pagdating ng retirement claim na natin. And single savings account din. Yung merong mga proof din, yung mga savings account ninyo, yes, yan sila. Yung mga passbook, pwede, yung mga deposit slip, na basta nakalagay yung account number ninyo, and account name. Pwede yung mga machine-validated initial deposit, basta may proof. Then other requirements, pag below 65 years old niya, kasi nga, sinasabi nga natin na dapat you're not anymore connected or working, dun under optional retirement age natin, we'll be asking you to file for a certificate of separation from your last employer, to present. Then, affidavit of separation, kung hindi na nag-exist yung company. Certificate of non-practice of profession, para dun sa mga self-employed professionals natin. Certificate of transfer of ownership or cessation of business, pag self-employed ka, kung ikaw yung business owner, na ipalipat mo na yung inyong negosyo. Na ipamanan nyo na sa inyong oniko-iho or onika-iha yung inyong negosyo. Diba? Kasi kayo, tatanggap na lang kayo ng pension. Tax. Then, affidavit of undertaking and separation paper para sa mga kasambahay or household members or employers natin, household helpers. Tapos, kung meron po kayong dependent, kasi we will also be entitled for pension yung mga minor children natin. Birth certificate of legitimated and legally adopted dependent children or any proof of affiliation for illegitimate dependent children. Ito yung mga minor natin na below 21 years old. So it is ito yung sample ng retirement application form. Again, this is available at our website, official website natin. It's www.sss.gov.ph. Then eto na. Paano nga natin nalalaman yung amount of monthly pension? Paano natin kinocompute? Magdidepende yan dun sa number and amount of monthly contributions paid by the member. Credited years of service, yung parang length of service, kung gaano kayo katagal naging member kay SSS, and the number of dependent children, if any. We'll be showing you computation din kung paano para may idea na kayo. Diba? So you can self-compute, kung may term bang ganun, self-compute, quote-unquote, yung sa retirement. Though, ito sinasabi din natin, meron naman po tayong available na retirement calculator dun sa website natin. But if you wanna do it the old school way, we'll be showing you how to compute your monthly pension. So, first natin kailangan malaman is to know your average monthly salary credit. It is the sum of the last 60 monthly salary credits immediately preceding the semester of contingency over 60. So, lahat 60 months ng contribution natin prior dun sa month or semester of contingency or retirement natin, i-add natin yung lahat to get the average and then divided by 60. I mean, sum them up lahat, 60 months na contributions prior dun sa semester of retirement over 60 para makuha natin yung average. So, kung meron kayong mga account online, yung makikita nyo dun is actual premiums eh. For example, nagko-contribute kayo ng 2,400 a month, hindi yun yung i-add ninyo ha. You will be basing on a monthly salary credit which is 20,000. So, 20,000 i-add ninyo. Hindi yung actual premiums, diba? So, hindi kayo lugi. Binabayad nating 2,400. Yung pag nag-compute tayo, will be basing on a monthly salary credit, which is 20,000. Then, for the computation of credited years of service, so, algebra, puro letters lang. That's CYS, or credited years of service. That's equals to A plus B plus C, where A is 1985 minus the calendar year of coverage or yung date of coverage. Then number of years with at least, for B, that's the number of years with at least 6 monthly contributions from 1985 to 2001. And for letter C, total number of contributions paid beginning January 2002 rather, up to the month prior to the semester of contingency divided by 12. So pag na-compute na natin yan, i-add lang din natin yung tatlo para makuha yung CYS. Then ito yung formula na ginagamit natin. This has been presented yesterday, I believe, dun sa ating 7 benefits nung tinakal din yung retirement. So, meron tayong tatlong formulang sinusunod. First one is 300, sorry, 300 plus 20% of your average monthly salary credit. Ito yung average ng last 60 months na contribution, plus 2% of the average monthly salary credit multiplied by credited years of service in excess of 10 years. So, 10 years kasi, yun na yung meron na tayong provided na minimum pension for that. Ito yung nasa baba. Or second formula is 40% of your average monthly salary credit and minimum pension provided by law. That's 1-2 for the per month if with at least 10 credited years of service, or 2-4 for at least 20 credited years of service. Hindi pa dito kasama yung additional 1,000 na na-enjoy ng mga pensioners natin. So, the minimum would be 2-2 and 3-4 for at least 20 CYS or credited years of service. So, itong formula, itong tatlo yung pinagbabasihan natin. Whichever yields the highest amount of pension, based dito sa tatlong formula, ito po yung binibigay natin sa mga pensioners natin. We have a sample here, sample computation. A member will file for his retirement claim benefit. He was born on August 16, 1951, and has been employed from August 1972. His date of separation from his last employer was in April 2013. His average monthly salary credit amounts to 15,000. So, provided na yung average monthly salary credit, and yung mga titingnan natin dito is, kailan nga ba siya nag-start ng work, o yung coverage niya kay SSS, so that would be, kailan na-employ? August of 1972. So, 1972 yung year. Diba? Then, ano pa ba? Separated from employment in August 2000, April 2013. So, take note na yung consider nating contribution is contributions prior dun sa semi-serve retirement. So, kung nag-retire siya ng April, semi-serve retirement or contingency would be the first and second quarter. That would be from January to, ano ba? June. Sorry. January to June of 2013. So, yun, excluded yun sa computation ng benefit. Kaya, kung mapapansin niyo dito sa letter C natin, hanggang December 2012 lang. Kasi yung January to April niya, yun yung semester of contingency or retirement. Yung dalawang magkasunod na quarter. Okay? So, pag kinompute natin from 1985, ito yung formula kasi natin, di ba, sa CYS4A, 1985 less yung calendar year of coverage, which is 1972, we will be having 13 CYS. Provided dito din ha, na wala siyang na-miss na contribution. Totally walang blanco yung kanyang months ng contribution from August 1972 up until yung sa separation date niya. So, from 1985 to 2001, each calendar year dapat magkaroon ng at least 6 months na contribution para ma-count as 1 CYS. Pero since sinabi nga natin na walang blank ng contribution, from 1985 to 2001, merong 17. Okay? So, sa January 2002 naman to December 2012, i-add lang natin lahat ng contributions, then divided by 12. So, meron ditong 11 months. So, a total of CYS na 41. Then, yung average monthly salary credit, which is already provided, 15,000. Diba? Imagine niyo na lang kung 20,000 na to. Yung pinakamataas na monthly salary credit natin currently. So, yun. Let's use the first formula. Substitute lang natin 300 plus 20% of the average monthly salary credit, which is 15,000 plus 2% of average monthly salary credit multiplied by CYS in excess of 10 years. So, yung monthly pension would be 12,600. Diba? 12,600. Pero, yan yung sa formula A natin, yung unang formula. So, yung sa formula B, ano yan, 15,000. Yung formula B natin is 40% of average monthly salary credit. So, that's more or less like 6,500. 6,000, I think. So, sa formula B natin, mas mababa na 6,000. Sa minimum pension naman na provided by law, since naka 41 CYS siya, he or she will be entitled for 2,400. So, since dun sa tatlo, we have 12,600, we have 6,000, And we have 2-4. Ang pinakamataas doon is 12,600. So, 12,600 yung ibibigay nating monthly pension sa member natin. Okay, so, okay na din siguro tong 12,000 para din sa mga members natin, di ba? Panggas nyo na lang po. Para din sa may mga, yung sinasabi din natin na dependent nga din yung amount of pension din sa amount of contributions paid and the number of months na kinontribute ninyo. So, wag din po natin depend, especially if we're looking on a long-term type of investment, kasi parang investment din yung sa SSS. Though, pag employed ka naman, of course, it's mandatory. Pero siguro nga, mas maganda din na meron pa kayong other source of income para pagdating ng retirement, like you can invest in our peso fund, another program by SSS, at the same time, earning retirement benefit, di ba? Para mas malaki din yung may enjoy na natin pagdating ng retirement age na natin. So, yan po example. Well, anyway, para ma-review nyo din, we'll be giving you a copy of the presentation naman. Para once you've accomplished then yung ating evaluation form, will be posted later on din sa ating Q&A facility. So, may topic pa din po tayo. Sana hindi pa kayo nabobore sa akin na nagsasalita dito. So, now, I've made mention earlier about the dependents pension kasi magiging additional din siya. So, yung mga minor children natin who are below 21 years old, either legitimated, legally adopted, or illegitimate children, basta below 21 years old, makakatanggap sila ng pension up until mag-21, makapag-asawa, makapagtrabaho, or mamatay, whichever comes first. Pero kung yung bata is congenitally or while still a minor has been permanently incapacitated and incapable of self-support, either physically or mentally, kahit lumagpas siya ng 21 years old, tuloy-tuloy pa rin po yung kanyang dependence pension. Magkano nga ba yung dependence pension? That's 10% of the monthly pension or 250 pesos, whichever is higher. Okay? And then, isa pa pala, good news. Para sa mga retiree pensioner natin, nagbibigay din po kami niya ng 13 months pay po. So every December, nadodoble yung amount of pension na natatanggap nila. May pa 13 months po kami sa mga retiree pensioners natin. Not only retiree pensioners, actually, for death pension and then for total disability pension, yung mga final claims natin. And ito naman, and upon death of a retiree pensioner, kung kinamatayan na yung pension niya, his primary beneficiary shall be entitled to 100% of his monthly pension plus the dependent pension for each child. So, merong ganito, ito yung transfer of pension. Then, if he has no primary beneficiaries and he dies within 60 months from the start of his monthly pension, his secondary beneficiary shall be entitled to the balance of 5-year guaranteed period, excluding the dependent's pension. So, ano yung sinasabi nating 5-year guaranteed pension? Kasi meron ganito. Siguro, I'll discuss to you the beneficiary types, order of beneficiaries natin. Kasi ito parang hapyaw na dun sa death benefit eh. So, I will be discussing sino yung mga beneficiaries na pwedeng mapag-transfer ng pension and then incorporate natin yung sinasabi ditong 5-year guaranteed pension or period. So, kung yung retiree pensioner natin is namatay and meron siyang dependent legal spouse and minor children, yung pension niyang natatanggap will be transferred to dependent legal spouse 100%. So if the retiree pensioner is receiving 10,000 and meron siyang dependent legal spouse, transferring 100%, sa primary beneficiary, yung legal spouse makakatanggap din ng 10,000 na monthly pension, lifetime din po yun. Same din sa minor, 10% or 250 pesos higher. Okay? Pag merong primary. Pero kung wala naman, medyo maaga pa na kinuha ng liwanag, secondary or parents ng deceased member yung babayaran. Pero dapat, hindi pa na-consume niya yung 5 years na pension. Ito na yung sinasabi natin. Makakatanggap lang sa secondary or yung parents ng deceased member pag meron pang balance of 5 years. Ano ba yung balance of 5 years? For example, si retiree pensioner is nakapag-pension na ng kanyang retirement pension for at least 7 years at namatay after. Kung meron siyang dependent legal spouse, transfer yon ng 100%. Pero kung wala ng dependent legal spouse, wala tayong primary beneficiaries, wala ito, si secondary beneficiaries, wala na din pong matatanggap na death benefit kasi na-exhaust na yung 5-year pension nung sa retirement pa lang, nung member mismo. Pero kung may balanse pa, for example, si retiree pensioner nakapag-pension na for 2 years. And after that, medyo kinuha na ng liwanag. Sumama naman din po agad. Kung meron siyang primary beneficiary transfer po yun ha, no questions asked. Pero kung wala, makakatanggap pa ng death benefit si secondary or yung parents based dun sa balance na 3 years. So monthly pension times 36 months. Kasi yun na lang yung balance dun sa 5-year guaranteed pension. Sinisigurado kasi ng batas natin na na-enjoy yung pension for at least 5 years. Pero kung na-exhaust na yun ng retirement benefit, anong retiree pensioner, at wala ng primary beneficiary, si secondary, wala na din po matatanggap. Pero kung meron pang balance dun sa 5 years, saka may matatanggap sa secondary. Okay? Kung wala namang secondary, wala na din yung parents. Ang susunod na natin is yung mga designated beneficiaries natin. Ito yung mga indicated dun sa E1 or E4. Pero again, magbe-base pa kung meron pang balance dun sa 5 years po. Kung meron pang balance of 5 years. So dito, maaaring kung may balance pa 5 years at merong mga minor na merong mga anak na hindi na minor at may balance pa ng 5 years, kung sino nakalagay sa E1 or E4, may matatanggap pa sila. Pero depende na lang kung ilan yung balance. For example, 1 year na lang yung balance dun sa 5 years na hindi na na-enjoy ng pension ng retiree natin. Yung deceased member natin na retiree pensioner. So yung 1 year, yun yung paghahati-hatian. 1 year worth of pension will be equally divided kung sino yung nakalagay sa E1 or E4. Kung meron kayong 10 anak, isa lang yung nilagay din niya dun sa E4. Tapos, namatay, meron pang balanse, yung 5 years, isa lang po yung makakatanggap. Ha? Kasi we really acknowledge and honor your power na yun yung dinesignate yung beneficiary. Kaya kayo po as much as possible, always update your record, always correct kung meron, and then mag-add ng beneficiary kung meron niya kayo. Diba? Huwag nyo i-add yung anak ng kapitbahay ninyo. Dapat blood-related, syempre. Diba? Sino yung blood-related po ninyo? Yung mga ex ninyo, huwag nyo nang i-add. Blood-related po dapat. Then, kung wala naman po, in the absence of this 3 at meron pang balance of 5 years, legal years, in accordance with the Family Code of the Philippines. Magbe-base na tayo dun sa parang family tree, nearest of kin, kung sino na po. Pero dapat meron pang balance of 5 years. Okay? So, sinabi na lang din natin dito. And for your information po, dun sa mga kapatid nating Muslim, there will be, magbabayad tayo up to 4 legal spouse as primary. Pero equally divided na po yun. Hindi tig 100%. Kasi allowed sila up to 4 legal spouse. Okay? And para po dun sa mga dependent legal spouse, isa lang po yung condition namin para hindi maputol yung pension, bawal pong makahanap ulit ng forever. Kasi pag kayo po ay nakahanap ng forever, syempre si SSS masaya naman sa inyo. Masaya din naman kami para sa inyo. Parang umiikot ulit yung buhay ninyo sa iba, di ba? Para active ulit yung love life ninyo. Kaya lang, wala na pong pension. Okay? Nawawala na po kasi yung idea ng dependency. Kaya nandito siya sa definition. You were given that death benefit, the death pension, a surviving spouse, because you were dependent dun sa namayapang members, asawa ninyo. So, since dependent na kayo sa iba, nawawala na kasi yung dependency, di ba? So, ma-stop na po yung pension. Okay? So, wag niyo na pong tanungin kung paano namin nalalaman na meron na nga pong iba. We have more than enough ways paano malaman nyo. At hindi namin sasabihin kasi baka mapagandaan ninyo. Diba? Huwag po natin i-abuse yung fund. Para dapat yung po yun sa mga nakakatanggap talaga. Yung mga rightfully entitled dun sa mga benefit. Okay? So, ito, bilis na lang value of membership natin. So, for retirement benefit, for example, nag-contribute kayo ng for 20 years, then minimum, yung total amount, minimum na 2,400. And yung minimum na binayad ninyo sa for the 20 years, that will accumulate for like 26,400. And pag nag-pension kayo for 20 years then, equivalent ng working period ninyo, ang amount of benefit na matatanggap ninyo is more than 500,000. Diba? For this minimum amount of contribution, ito yung magiging balik. And if you're paying maximum 2,400 accumulated for 20 years, that will be 422,400. You can expect the total for 20 years, the same working period as your contribution, parang period then, you can expect a return of 1.7 million. So, hindi po kayo lugi sa membership. Ang sinasabi lang natin dito is, as much as possible, if you can continue paying your contribution, and na medyo mas malaki din naman, if you're capable to pay a higher amount of contribution, better. Pero kung hindi naman, that's still okay. Diba? Basta wag lang natin papabayaan yung membership natin kay SSS kasi hindi naman natin alam kung kailan tayo magkakasakit. Kung kailan kayo mabubuntis to parang pinaplano nyo naman dahil malamig ng panahon, di ba? So, ano naman, so hindi natin alam kung kailan naman magkakasakit. So, para handa din yung SSS ninyo na in terms of magkasakit man kayo, kahit minimum yung contribution, the very least, meron kayong parang benefit na makiklaim din kahit papano. Diba? So, mas better lang kung mas mataas kasi nga, you can expect a higher return. So,
and all I know is you'll find when you do what you do,